Let's do a bit of football fact, football fiction. Here's how it's going to work. Mark, and Rob both have a statement based on today's theme, Stoke City and those Delap throw-ins. Only one of them is a footballing fact. The other two are totally made up. They haven't seen them yet. So let's see if you and I can work out the footballing fact from the footballing fiction. And we will start, because it's his little baby, with Holmesy over there. Go on, Mark, what you got?
Okay, so we mentioned the Stoke-Arsenal rivalry. I also mentioned that Tony Pulis used to stick things up in the dressing room to inspire his players. They had the dartboard in the training ground, and in the weeks leading up to the Arsenal games, Matty Etherington revealed this a couple of years ago. Said that the Pulis just one day stuck a picture of Wenger on the dartboard, and then all the players were just chucking darts at it all week, and then he did it every single season and every game when he was there.
I really hope that's true. That's great. Mark, what you got for us?
Mine reads like this. Sorry. Mine says this. It says, Rory Delap was told not to practice his throw-ins with teammates, as he once threw it so far he bust Amdi Faye's nose.
Really?
Yeah. So don't practice, Rory, because of what happened the other day.
You're too bloody good.
You're good enough at it. You've got it nailed on. Just save it for this. Sometimes you can over-practice something, can't you? Get to the dartboard instead and throw a few bullseyes at the thing.
But like we said, I mean, the velocity he threw it at, I mean, that's absolutely believable.
There's actually
so flat and so hard.
There's a rugby team where the coach has told them not to practice drop goals because he's seen a player get knocked out by getting hit by a stray drop goal.
And you're thinking this could be a similar situation?
I mean, Stoke and rugby go hand in hand, apparently.
Oh, here
we go. I like the way you devised that. That was quite sneaky the way you got that one in. All right, Rob, what have you got?
So, a lot of Tony Pulis chat. So, Tony Pulis has a song about him. It was made by the Welsh band Goldie Looking Chain, and it is titled simply Tony Pulis. So you'll be aware of their hits. Guns Don't Kill People, Rappers Do.
Yeah.
Your Mother's Got a Penis. Yeah. And then, their third biggest hit.
Tony Pulis.
Were you still listing songs then? Or
That's a different podcast.
Right, okay, so Rob, let me ask you the question. Why would they be... Are they Stoke fans from Wales?
They're massive Welsh football fans, and Pulis is Welsh. Does he? He doesn't really sound it, though, does he?
I actually did not know that.
He is, yeah.
He's a secret Welshman, and they just love him so much they decided to write a song about him. I suppose the way people say Brian Clough is the greatest manager England never had, I guess Tony Pulis is the greatest manager Wales never had.
Right, got you. I didn't know there was a connection there. So you reckon GLC and the song was just called Tony Pulis. Where did it chart?
I don't have that information. I suspect not very highly.
No, I suspect not very highly either. Do you know how it went? Could you give us a slight rendition? You must have heard it. You must have heard it.
I'm not maggot, so I can't give away.
Okay, and with the non-practicing of the throw-ins, how bad was the injury to Faye?
Well, from what I've read, it busted it wide open. I mean, this is a hard player. This is a hard man you're talking about, and yet he's taken a ball full in the face on Rory Delap. I mean, it's gonna do some damage, isn't it? And from what it sounds like a reasonably bad one. Didn't lose any game time for it because I'd imagine. Just patch it up. You're Stoke players. Get on with it.
Concussion rules weren't the same.
That's it. Yeah, get him in the tent.
Injuries didn't really apply in those days. Just play. It'll be fine.
No, and so he got on with it. He pulled his socks up and was back on the field the next game.
And the darts board with Arsene Wenger on. Was it a picture of him in the dugout that day when he wouldn't come out to face the Stoke fans? Do you know what it was? Or
so I think it was. So the first game when we ever played Arsenal, there was no bad blood leading up to it. Wenger saying nothing but nice things, and of course we beat them, and then it starts. So I think it was building up to the away game, which we actually lost, so it didn't work. But the away game of that first season, not too sure of what the photo was. I don't think it's ever been photographed by any of the players. But yeah, on the dartboard leading up to that first game of the end of the first season, and then for the remainder of the time that Pulis was, I did it every year, and obviously it didn't work out too badly for us.
On the basis that if I say that Mark's right, I've got a 66.66 recurring chance of getting it correct. I'm going to say Mark got it right without saying which one. No, I will say which one. I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say it's the darts board.
You're wrong.
Oh no, it's not Goldie Looking Chain. I don't believe that for a minute.
It is Goldie Looking Chain. We'll have to have an outro.
Tony Pulis, one hell of a bloke. Tony Pulis, he manages Stoke.
That was a live performance from Goldie Looking Chain. Joining us in the studio. Thanks for doing that on Live Linker. Wow.
Yeah, they're both from Newport in Wales, so he's a bit of a cult hero in Newport, and yeah.